something that I'm proud of. Out of the box and epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily, and leave the body of my soul to be a part of me. I do what it takes, whatever it takes, 'cause I love the adrenaline. paved road. And Daddy ran a whiskey in a big black Dodge. Bought it at an auction at the Mason's Lodge. Shots of can of sheriff painted on the side.
Once again, if you know you're appearing on stage at any points this morning, please check in at the secretary's desk to the left of the stage. At this time, would Matt McCamey and Becky Davis please check in with the stage secretary? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We are about to begin tonight's session. If you haven't done so already, make sure you find a seat. Once again, we're about to begin. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you find a seat. Thank you. This morning's fourth general session is sponsored by Opportunity Bank. Please join us in thanking our session and convention sponsors, as it's their support that makes this event possible. Please rise as Allison Leach from Conrad and Asher Nelson from Cascade present the flags. And Ali Reynoso from Corvallis sings the national anthem.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. There ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight of the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave of the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Countdown to showtime. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome all members, advisors, and guests to the 96th Annual Montana FFA State Convention, held right here at Montana Expo Park in Great Falls. Please welcome your 2025-2026 State Officer Team. Your parliamentarian from Beaverhead, Savannah Freitas. Your sentinel from Big Timber, Weston Sondeno. Your reporter from Corvallis, Autumn Benson. Your treasurer from Cascade, Kylie Finn. Your secretary from Corvallis, Morgan Beisel. Your second vice president from Fairfield, Kiana Joerger. Your first vice president from Conrad, Cole Waldusky. Your president from Shepherd, Claire Mernon. And let's give it up for your state advisor, Mr. Jim Rose.
We are the warriors who learn to love the pain. We come from different places, but have the same name. Cause we were born for this. We were born for this. We were born for this. We were born for this.
The convention hall will come to order. We are now holding this, the fourth and final general session of the 96th Montana FFA State Convention. Vice presidents are all officers at their stations.
For the final time, we shall call the roll of officers, determine if they're at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The parliamentarian.
For the final time, hereby a copy of Robert's Rules of Order.
Your duties there.
It is my obligation to know and share information about parliamentary law and assist members in proper meeting procedure and etiquette so that we can accomplish the business of the association. I ensure that every member will be heard and that the majority will prevail.
The Sentinel.
For the final time, station by the door.
Your duties there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the doors open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
For the final time, the reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The Treasurer.
For the final time, stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standing through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
For the final time, stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The Advisor.
Stationed by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as a need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Mr. Vice President, why do you keep the plow at your station?
The plow is the symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we follow the leadership of our president, we will be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation.
Madam President, for the final time, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Vice Presidents. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
I am proud to announce at this, the fourth and final general session of the 96th Montana FFA State Convention, there are 2,138 members and guests present, Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this, the fourth and final general session of the 96th Montana FFA State Convention, duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Introducing your final session co-chairs, we've got a couple of nerds for you this morning. A caramel latte loving, sheep wrestling teammate who always has a good joke cooked up for any occasion, and our animal loving duck enthusiast who loves all things unique, with a special talent of speaking the duck language. From the Conrad and Cascade FFA chapters, please welcome to the stage your 2025-2026 State First Vice President Cole Waldusky and State Treasurer Kylie Finn.
I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you.
Welcome to the fourth and final general session of the 96th Montana FFA State Convention. This session is titled Born for Leadership and is full of awards and some wonderful retiring addresses by your state second vice president, Kiana Joerger, and your state president, Claire Mernon. We will also get the opportunity to meet the 2026-2027 Montana FFA State Officer Team. As we prepare to wrap up our 96th state convention, our state officer team would like to share that we are beyond proud of all of you. The future of leadership in our state is bright.
We would now like to recognize the session sponsor of this fourth and final general session, Opportunity Bank.
Joining us on stage is a longtime FFA supporter and past state officer, Matt McCamey, to give a greeting on behalf of this morning's session sponsor. Please help me in welcoming Matt to the stage.
Good morning, Montana FFA. It's good to be here. It's a wonderful opportunity. We don't take this lightly. We're glad again to be a sponsor here for the fourth session of the 96th Annual Montana FFA Convention. I just want to express my appreciation to the parents for the efforts that you put forward, for all the long hours. I know that when your children leave early in the morning and come back late at night to pursue those endeavors, it's not without a lot of hard work and effort on your part. I also want to express my appreciation to the advisors, because I know without you, this doesn't happen. So, I'm very grateful for that. I was reminiscing a little bit today. I think second to my parents, the adults that I spent the most time with in high school were my advisors. And that impact is definitely felt even today. Finally, to the students, this is a wonderful opportunity for you. Whether this is your first convention or perhaps your final convention, this will be something that you will be able to take with you for the rest of your life. My FFA experience is something that I use every day. And even though I'm involved very directly with the industry, I know that there are others that are not as directly involved, and they will tell you that their FFA experience carries them every single day as well. On behalf of Opportunity Bank, we want to express to you how wonderful it is for us to be able to have this opportunity. We are a bank that are experts in agricultural lending, small business lending, as well as having the consumer product suites that are available to everyone. We, like much of you, stretch across the state from Freud to Missoula. We are here to serve you as well. I look to the FFA motto and the final statement in it, and I hope that we will continue to be able to serve you as the FFA members work to provide that service to others. Thank you, and enjoy this final session.
Thank you, Opportunity Bank, for your continued generosity in supporting FFA activities across the state.
At this time, we ask that all past state officer reunion teams make their way to the stage secretary's desk to the left of the stage. Again, if you are here with an anniversary officer team, make your way to the left.
To kick off our session this morning, we have some delegate business proposals to read. Your Montana FFA delegates have been debating 7 policy changes over the past few days. Please help me welcome to the stage your Chair of Delegate Business Sessions, Savannah Freitas, for her report.
Before we begin, I would like to recognize our Montana FFA delegates for the work that they've done in these last couple of days. Our first item of delegate business is national delegate recommendations that were submitted by the Montana FFA state officers. The motion reads that the Montana FFA Association submit the results of the 2025 National FFA Delegate Committee recommendations as official recommendations to the Montana FFA Board of Directors. The rationale reads that the 2025-2026 Montana FFA State Officer Team recommends that the Executive Committee consider the delegate committee business from National Convention. The item passed, 85 for and 2 against. Our second item of delegate business was online state-level applications submitted by Whitehall FFA. The motion reads, starting fall 2026, we implement that all state-level applications, i.e. state officer applications, letters of recommendations, etc., are submitted through an official online system such as AET, Magnet, email, etc. The rationale reads, moving all applications to AET will streamline efficiency, reduce costs and lost paperwork, improve accessibility and security, and simplify both submission and evaluation through a centralized, fully digital system. There was an amendment made to strike Magnet, email, etc. The amendment failed, 39 for, 57 against. This item of business passed with 70 for in support and 28 against. Our third item of delegate business was the AET State Officer application submitted by Stevensville FFA. The motion reads that the Montana FFA Association adopt AET as the official submission platform for the Montana State FFA Officer application and charge a committee with revising the application to align with the digital platform. The committee will consist of the FFA State Advisor, 2 officers of the MAAE, the nomination committee facilitators, 2 members of the Montana FFA State Board of Directors, and at least 2 past state officers. This committee will collaboratively develop the revised state officer application while using examples from states currently utilizing this process as a guide. The rationale reads, transitioning the Montana FFA state officer application to AET would standardize and secure the process, improve fairness and accuracy, reduce costs and logistical burdens, and modernize the system in alignment with existing agricultural education tools. This item of business passed with 90 in support and 9 against. The FFA Foundation Scholarship recommendation was submitted by Stevensville FFA. The motion reads that the Montana FFA Foundation adopt the Agricultural Experience Tracker as the official platform for scholarship and grant applications. The rationale reads, transitioning the Reach Higher Montana scholarship application to AET would simplify and unify the process, improving efficiency, accessibility, fairness, and security while better supporting student success and participation. This item failed with 27 in support and 37 against. Our fifth item of delegate business is the chapter in good standing delegate representation requirement, submitted by Stevensville FFA. The motion reads to amend Article 3 membership by adding a new section under chapters in good standing to read as follows. Section Chapter Delegate Representation Requirement. In order to remain a chapter in good standing within the Montana FFA Association, each affiliated chapter shall be represented by no fewer than 1 officially certified voting delegate at the annual state FFA convention business sessions. Failure to provide proper representation unless excused for extenuating circumstances as determined by the state executive committee may result in loss of good standing status for the subsequent membership year. The rationale reads that requiring 2 voting delegates per chapter would strengthen engagement and accountability while ensuring fair, consistent statewide representation in the democratic decision-making process of the Montana FFA Convention. There was an amendment to strike 2 officially certified voting delegates and add 1 officially certified voting delegate. The amendment passed, 61 in support and 3 against. The overall motion failed with 16 in support and 48 against. Our sixth item of delegate business is Montana FFA due dates, submitted by Stevensville FFA. The motion reads, if a Montana FFA due date falls on a weekend or recognized federal holiday, the deadline be extended to the following business days at 11:59 p.m. The rationale reads that many Montana FFA deadlines have historically been set on the 1st or 15th of a given month to maintain consistency from year to year. As a result, these dates occasionally fall on weekends or federal holidays. When this occurs, agricultural educators are often required to monitor submissions or finalize materials during non-contract days. Adjusting deadlines that fall on weekends or federal holidays to the following business day at noon maintains the consistency of established timelines while respecting educators' time off and reducing the expectation that advisors be available outside normal working days. There was an amendment to replace 12 p.m. with 11:59 p.m. The amendment passed, 64 in favor, 0 against. The overall motion passed with 57 for and 7 against. Our seventh and final item of delegate business is establishing Montana FFA state degree SAE qualification guidelines, submitted by Stevensville FFA. The motion reads that the Montana FFA Association develop in conjunction with the Montana Association of Agricultural Educators and adopt an official Montana FFA supervised agricultural experience qualification guideline to clearly outline which SAE types and experiences qualify for the Montana State FFA degree, including experiences that may not meet the requirements for the National FFA Organization American FFA degree. The rationale reads that creating a Montana-specific SAE qualification guideline would address confusion around degree eligibility by providing clear, consistent standards that reflect the diverse and evolving experiences of agricultural education students. The guideline would define acceptable categories, documentation expectations, and examples, allowing recognition of a broader range of meaningful student experiences beyond national requirements. This resource would ensure fairness in the state degree process while supporting advisors and encouraging students to pursue high-quality, career-relevant experiences. This motion passed with 50 in support and 10 against. And that concludes our delegate business for the 96th Montana FFA State Convention.
Thank you, Savannah, and thank you to all of the delegates for your hard work this week.
At this time, we would again like to thank Becky Davis for all of the photography at State Convention this year. If you ordered a flash drive during registration, those will be mailed to you after convention. If you are interested in getting convention photos, please reach out to Becky directly. Let's give her a big round of applause. Would Kyler Yeager, Sean Billingsley, and Violet Browning make their way to the stage secretary's desk to the left of the stage?
Our organization has been led by some amazing and influential people in our past. This year, we would like to recognize past state officer teams who are celebrating their 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th, 50th, 60th, and 70th year reunions. We have asked that a representative from each one of these teams provide comments. Celebrating his 70th year reunion, the 1955-1956 State Officer Team, please welcome a representative to the podium.
it's an honor to speak to this group. I'm Larry Deschmaker, and like they say, I was an officer about 70 years ago. In the meantime, I think I've ended up with 15 or 16 great-grandchildren. I got one in the audience. Kelly, do you want to stand up? Thank you. I got to say one thing before I go down. It's, you know, FFA really gets you out at most of you kids' age to a good start, because through life you're going to be asked to serve on school boards and fair boards and probably the legislature, and the training you get in FFA and the leadership things you learn here is really great. And I guess the other thing I'd like to say is make sure that your advisor is one of your good friends, because they do a lot for you. Thank you.
Celebrating their 60th year reunion, the 1965-1966 State Officer Team. Please welcome a representative to the podium.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to introduce the past state officers of 1965-1966. Stationed by the plow. Mr. First Vice President, step forward. First Vice President Tony Nave. Tony graduated from MSU in 1969 with a Bachelor of Science in Ag Business. After college, he spent 17 years as a real estate broker in Billings, followed by 9 years as an appraiser for the Yellowstone County Property Assessment Division of the Montana Department of Revenue. In 1994, he was elected to the position of Yellowstone County Clerk and Recorder. He served in that position for 16 years and retired in 2011. His hobbies now are tending to large yard and garden, riding an e-bike, and playing golf. Tony and his wife Sandy have been married for 56 years and reside in Billings. Stationed by the flag, reporter Rex Madsen. Rex was born, coincidentally, close to the same date as Tony, as their mothers were in the hospital at the same time, and was raised in Billings. His family bought a farm ranch in the Clyde Park area when he was in the 7th grade. Thus began his FFA journey while attending Park County High School in Livingston. Rex competed in many areas of FFA and also attended state and national conventions. Rex attended MSU from '65, graduated in '72 with an ag education major. During those years, he enlisted in the Montana Army National Guard, became a second lieutenant, and later retired as major after 23 years of service. In 1970, he married his wife, Beverly, which he says was the best decision I ever made. Has 2 grown children, 4 grandkids, and just celebrated their 56th wedding anniversary.
His first job after graduation was an ag rep for a bank in Hardin. In 1973, he took the opportunity to work in the coal industry at Sarpy Creek Mine as an engineer, which then led to production supervisor, reclamation supervisor, and retired as a production manager. These promotions took him from Montana to South Texas and back to Montana over his long working career. Rex and Bev retired in 2007, have a home in Livingston, but also live winters in Texas, where it's a little bit warmer, to be close to their kids and grandkids. Rex would like to share this reflection of his involvement in the organization. Being an FFA taught me not to be afraid to try new things. You never want to look back and say, I wonder if I could have done that. Stationed by the door, Sentinel Jim Bryson. Jim started Jim Bryson Trucking, which delivers sand and gravel in the Gallatin Valley. He also developed an intensified grazing system for pasture rentals. Jim has been involved in the Three Forks Rodeo as a director, involved in Montana Winter Fair as a director, involved in Ready Force Work Training as a director, and also a commercial driver's license instructor. His firm has supported Brainerd Farm Fair for 1,100 fourth graders, and also supports the Ag Appreciation Dinner for area ag producers. Jim, our Sentinel. My wife Sydney and I started farming in 1972. We had an irrigated farm in the Huntley Project area. We raised sugar beets, corn, malt barley, wheat, hay, and pinto beans, as well as backgrounding and wintering calves. We became involved in the local 4-H program as leaders, as well as in the Huntley Project FFA alumni. I was privileged to serve on many local, state, and national committee for the Montana Farm Bureau, as well as serving as a director at the Huntley Project Irrigation District, Billings Chamber of Commerce Ag Committee, Mountain States Beet Growers Association, and currently serving on the Yellowstone Conservation District. Our son, Greg, and a daughter, Annie, are also involved in production agriculture. Our grandchildren are involved in shooting sports, showing cattle, and cake decorating in 4-H. Our grandson, Trent, has sheep and is currently competing at this state convention. FFA is truly a heritage family organization. We have lost 2 members of our team, Mike Schofield, 3rd Vice President, in an accident before our term was even over, as well as Wayne Gilman, our 4th Vice President, who was one of the best VOAG teachers and FFA advisors in the state. Because of prior commitments, Pat Kelly, 2nd Vice President, who was in the trucking industry, and Charles Bateman, Secretary, was an investment counselor. Edwin Iverson, parliamentarian, is a pastor in Washington. As you can see, we all pursued different career paths, but the common theme of all has been community service. Because of the leadership skills we learned and developed in the FFA, these skills that you are learning today, parliamentary procedure, public speaking, serving on committees, setting goals and accomplishing them. We, as past state officers, challenge you after your FFA journey to use these skills to promote FFA and your agricultural community. You can make FFA strong. Thank you.
Please welcome our representative from the 40th year reunion team.
Hello there, I'm Doug Stanley from the 1985-86 team. We're responsible for all that really cool bumper music that started before the session back in the cool 80s. And some fashion trends that weren't quite as cool. Didn't hold up as well. I'm the only member from my team this year at this particular reunion. A couple of us are gone, and the rest all really busy. The last few weeks I've had a really good opportunity to spend a lot of time with them. And I'm not going to go through everybody's history, etc., maybe next or 10 years from now. I will say that I've had the opportunity to spend a lot of time with some of the members this week in various CDEs and the Party Pro contest. Always impressed by the caliber of people that are here and how much the students impress me with your respectful learning attitudes. It's fantastic to see. And I do have a challenge for you before I introduce somebody that's really special to our team. And that challenge is, when you graduate high school and you state officers that are retiring, please make sure that you continue to pay it back to the FFA for all the lessons that you've learned. Help locally, help at the state level, whether it's a small scholarship that you can do for somebody to go to, ALC, whether it's help with district contests, help with state contests. There are so many opportunities, a gift to the foundation, a scholarship for a local student to go on to post-secondary education, whatever it is. There are many opportunities to return the favors that FFA has provided to you, and I would just challenge you to think about that and think about how much FFA has done for you and to continue to pay that back for future generations. I have a really nice opportunity to introduce our state advisor, Mr. Leonard Lombardi.
I just want to say that when I was teaching in Oregon, we had a group of ag teachers we recognized as proven sires. And Doug certainly would fall into that category with 3 of his family presently involved in ag teaching. So, Doug, very good. And it's good to be here. It's bring back a lot of great memories. And keep it up.
Please welcome a representative from the 30th year reunion team from 1995-1996.
We're from arguably the best decade of the 90s. My name is Joe Dooling. I was the first vice, and Jason Noyes was the second voice. And we were just chatting the other day. Him and I was driving. We were headed to KMON days as state officers, and we got pulled over just outside, right over here. And I was able to sweet talk us out of a ticket. It took the FFA jacket to do it. I grabbed my jacket to see if I could wear it today, and there's been some shrinkage or something. But anyways, I want to say the one thing that the 80s officer said, Doug, right? It was really kind of cool. Jason and his family are the epitome of this organization. Jason went to Broadwater, and Leonard here, our past state officer, we used to always drive through Townsend, and he'd say, we need an FFA chapter here. Well, Jason, when he graduated from high school, moved to Townsend, or college, moved to Townsend, and he opened a chapter. And he's done something pretty impressive with that chapter there in Broadwater County. And he has a son that's a teacher. He's a farmer. He's one of the biggest growers for Coors. He's lived up to the dream of what you guys are talking about here today. And I'm just proud to call him my friend, and I'm glad we're still together. So thanks guys.
Now, welcome a 20th year reunion rep to the podium.
I was informed I was supposed to talk approximately 10 minutes ago. So, welcome. We're glad to be here as the 2005-2006 State Officer team. We've got a couple of us that are still around. The rest of them were fairly busy. Just to introduce, we've got Jamie Parrish, who is our Sentinel. Aaron Bennis, who is our Secretary. And my name's Shane Stender. I was our second Vice President. We've got a few who aren't with us today. Josh Doley, who is our president. We have Jody Voles, who is our treasurer. Whitney Klasna, who was our reporter. And we've got a couple who are with us in spirit today, Leo Ogg and Mr. Bill Jimerson. Just glad to be able to see that everything is going stronger and stronger as the days go by. Take advantage of what you get out of this organization. All of us are using what we've learned in FFA in our day-to-day careers. And so keep the friendships, keep the skills that you've learned, and take them and make them useful. Thank you.
On a special note, before I ask the next team representative to speak, I would like to take a moment to recognize Leo Ogg from Cascade. He was serving as the first vice president when he unfortunately passed away during his year of service. Please join me in a moment of silence to remember Leo. Thank you. I would now like to invite a member of the 10th year reunion team to the podium.
Hello, Montana FFA. It is truly an honor to be here with you tonight, this morning, excuse me. But I think I can speak for my team and just talk about how excited we were to see each other. Our year's theme was United by Blue, and we continue to just see that in the relationships we have with each other, the relationships that we have with people that we met through sponsorships, members across the state. I think there was a point when we felt pretty safe that if we broke down anywhere, we would be able to find somewhere to bunk because we just had so many connections across our big state. I think something we think about a lot as a team was something that was passed on to us actually from the team ahead of us, and it stuck with me, and maybe it stuck with some of us as well, but each state office, they kind of put it to us this way, that it was a cup, and it's just something we hold for a little while, but it's whatever we fill it with that matters. Our positions are gone, our titles are gone for this. We're all involved in agriculture in some way, even if it's maybe just that we ate breakfast this morning and we're wearing clothes. But we're all involved in some way, but we maybe don't have the same positions. But each day, all of you, all of us, still have the opportunity to choose to consider others more important than ourselves and to live to serve, with or without a title. It's still just whatever's in that cup and in that person and our ability to see the needs of others. So I guess I kind of skipped over it, but maybe we'll do a quick round of introductions. And if you guys want to just step forward when I say your name, please forgive the maiden name, new name issues there. But we've got Todd Lackman, Trevor Motley, Lena Reisler Anderson, Megan Brency Lehman, Sydney, and I want to say her middle name because we always just say Sydney Ann, but Sydney Ann Hathaway Stensberg, and Cody Boyce. And not able to join us because she lives in Alaska right now, so flights were a little iffy, is Carly Rembold. And I'm Lauren Melhoff Taylor. But just thank you all for being here. I hope that the giddiness and the excitement of state convention never leaves, and that this can always just be the best holiday of the FFA year. So congratulations to all of you in your contests. Thank you to the sponsors and everyone near, far, small, big, that is just supporting FFA on every level.
Please turn your attention to the screen to recognize past officer teams from the last 10 years.
Please direct your attention to the satellite stage and give a warm FFA welcome to Kyler Joerger, Sean Billingsley, and Violet Browning.
Hi everyone, I'm Kyler. When you have two siblings of opposite gender and pretty much opposite approaches to life, you end up with two very different people. One grows up to be funny, loyal, athletic, confident, hardworking, the one who keeps things interesting, brings the energy. Whoa, that's a long list. I'll skip a few. But there's one thing that one of us is that the other is not, and that is a state FFA officer. When I got to my junior year, I realized just how much I had always counted on Kiana in FFA. She had always been there to guide me and help me and make things feel a little less overwhelming. So that year when she wasn't there, I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. Kiana is the type of person who will stop what she's doing to help someone else, even when she has 100 things of her own going on. And somehow, during her time as a state officer, she has managed to run her own daycare, go to college, handle everything that comes with being a state officer, and still be there for her family. When I heard Kiana's name to get called to be a state officer, I knew that she'd be able to handle it, because all the things that she's been through and all the things that I put her through. Kiana was very organized. She had color-coded planners, and I just went with the flow. Kiana would always rise up to be a leader and give out a couple orders to help things run a lot more smooth. And I would always test how optional those were. One last thing I will say is that when something goes against my sister and what she believes in, she will always be the first one to speak up. For an example, we had this really mean rooster, and we'd get told to go collect the eggs. I can't quite remember how young we were, but we were pretty little, and there'd always be a cloud of dirt flying around us from how much we were fighting. But either way, one of us had to collect the eggs. But in the end, every bump, every scratch, or every feeling that got hurt, my sister was there to make it better. The situations have changed. Now we are no longer fighting over who goes to collect the eggs, and no longer planning out what events I'm gonna do. But I know if I had a problem, Kiana would be the first one that I would go to. And that is why I'm proud to call her my sister.
Hi everyone, my name is Violet Browning, and though it may hard to believe, 4 years ago I was absolutely terrified of Kiana. Unknown to me, she would soon become one of my best friends. She has been one of my biggest mentors over the last few years, even though we live very far apart. She is always up for a phone call or a long yap session in the car, and without fail will always give me good advice. Although sometimes those yap sessions will keep us from successfully navigating. Her and I have seen each other at our worst and our best. From laughing in the trailer till we were crying, to loading steers on a trailer for the final time. The growth I've seen in Kiana is amazing. She is far from afraid to go for what she wants and is never afraid to stand up for what she believes in. There is no one I would rather call for help when I'm stuck in a sleeping bag, be crammed in a truck for hours with, or remove a cast with. I'm so proud of you, Kiana, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. And I'm honored to call you one of my closest friends, and I'm so thankful for you every single day.
Hi, my name is Sean Billingsley, and as I was reflecting on what I was going to say today and thinking about the 7 years that I've known Kiana, there was 2 instances that came to mind. And the first one was 2 years ago when I was the one backstage shaking like a leaf, trying not to forget my speech. But joke's on her, now she's the one that has to memorize this speech, not me. And the second one was when I first met Kiana, and I asked her a pretty simple question: what's your favorite color? And to me, I was thinking she was gonna say pink, purple, maybe even periwinkle. But instead, she looked at me with this face of, well, I can't pick one because then it would hurt the other one's feelings. And it was in that moment that I realized that this girl in front of me was the kindest and most compassionate person that I'd ever meet, who has an innate ability to care for every individual, animal, and plant that she meets. And over the last 12 months, it has been such a privilege to see her carry that kindness and compassion into every interaction, classroom, and workshop that she's given as a Montana FFA state officer. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you my best friend,
My fake sister,
And my real sister.
and your 2025-2026 Montana FFA State Second Vice President, Kiana Joerger.
I left Oklahoma, driving in a Pontiac, just about to lose my mind. I was going to Arizona, maybe on to California, where the people all live so fine. My baby said I was crazy, my mama called me lazy.
We all have those family traditions that stick with us. We may go for ice cream after every game, or even just watch a movie together. My traditions look just a little different. Sobremesa, literally meaning over the table, does not have a direct translation into English from Spanish. Essentially, it is the time spent after a meal for a conversation to continue, usually with our family or friends. Now, I have had the opportunity to have sobremesa after family dinners and big family holidays. The living room we sit in gives me the opportunity to sit back, relax, be at peace, and share my vision. I look forward to this time because it brings me back to the moment, bringing me back to where my feet are. Who in here has had an experience like this? An experience where they get to sit back, relax, and have a great time where you are. However, sometimes we can find ourselves thinking about things that take us away from the moment. Let's travel back to October of my senior year in high school. My Papa Cody called me to check in, and we talked on the phone for over 20 minutes about how I was feeling, life, and the feedlot. He ended the phone call with, "Kiana, I don't want to go, but I have to." Fast forward a week or so, and I found myself at a football game with my family and classmates. I knew my grandparents were going to be there. I knew I had to say hi before I left for a long night of homework. But when I went up to my Papa Cody to say goodbye and to say hi, he was busy in a conversation, so I figured I'd just say hi another time. I was so worried about what I had to get done, the test I had tomorrow, the essay due at the end of the week, and that when my science teacher was going to give me that pop quiz, that I didn't take the time to say goodbye. Fast forward a week or so, and my mom came into the living room and gave me news that would change my life forever. She said, "Something has happened to your Papa Cody." You see, he told my grandmother goodnight, and he never woke up. He never woke up. My Papa Cody was at everything he could be. But in a second, it all changed. Losing my Papa Cody didn't just teach me about grief. It taught me about presence. Let's think about some things real quick. Your feet are here in this moment. Your feelings, they're here too. Your mind, your body, your spirit, all of it is right here. But it's easy to drift. And we're so focused on what's coming next. If something is easier or if we can be different, that we lose what's in sight. Oftentimes, we can find ourselves taking a step back and not realizing what's in front of us. I'm sure you've heard, you just need to take the next step. Easy enough, take the next step. But oftentimes, we can find ourselves missing the step that we're standing in. Let me tell you about a time I caught myself doing exactly that. Let's travel back to December when Autumn and I got to travel to the Judith Basin District. We found ourselves in Stanford, and we were off and running on a mission through the halls. I checked in at the front office, and I was on that mission. But all of a sudden, I had to spin around on my feet and go marching back to that very office because for some reason, I had thought that since I had been to about 1 million other schools that week, I was a pro navigator when it came to all schools. When I realized that I was wandering around like a mouse in a maze, I took the time to bring myself back to earth and back to where my feet are. Autumn and I, we eventually got pointed in the right direction, and we were working great together. We were getting ready to do a workshop we had done a few times before. The Stanford officer team was doing a great job of being amazing hosts and workshop attendees. They showed me that they truly understood that the impact they can make is defined by them and not what other people think of them. This is one of the most defining moments of my year as a state officer. Because I was able to come back to the moment and I was able to focus on what was in front of me, I was able to be a good facilitation partner, facilitator, and I got to walk away with a great experience. When I'm at FFA events, I have to remind myself that when I truly immerse myself in the experience, I get the time to have everything else fade away. And I get to spend that time with all of you. But how do we be where our feet are? It's a question that we always ask. How? You see, being where our feet are means letting go of the last play. If something doesn't go your way, learn from it and then move on. It means trusting what's ahead of you. You cannot grow in the past. And please, please don't wait for it to happen in the future. Growth happens right here, right now. It is easy to drift, but when we can understand how to be where our feet are, we can rely on the resources we have. We can trust the people in front of us, and we can rely on this community that is surrounding us. This moment is enough. Immerse yourself in the experience, because when you do, you notice more, you learn more, you build confidence, and you find belonging. Here's the truth. You won't always remember the wins. You won't always remember the recognition or the trophies, but you will remember the times you were present. The times you chose to actually live your life, not just plan it. The times you chose to make someone feel seen. So feel your boots on the ground. Bring your thoughts back when they wander. Trust what's ahead of you. Know what's behind you. And choose to be fully here. Montana FFA, be where your feet are.
For as much as she stumbles, she's running. For as much as she runs, she's still here. Always open and
Kiana, thank you for your year of service. Your contagious giggles never fail to put smiles on all of our faces. Even though you hate tomatoes, we know you love us. You have such a passion, not only for this organization, but in every area of your life. And we cannot wait to see where that passion takes you in the future. Go Pokes. We are so, so honored to present you with your retiring officer plaque. Love, Kylie, Claire, Savannah, Cole, Weston, Autumn, and Morgan. Montana FFA, your 2025-2026 Second Vice President, Kiana Joerger.
For as much as she stumbles, she's running. For as much as she runs, she's still here. Always hoping to find something. We are the warriors who learn to love the pain. We come from different places, but have the same name. Cause we were born for this. We were born for this.
Kiana, that was incredible. Thank you for reminding us to be where our feet are. Trey Butcher from Cascade, please make your way to the stage secretary's desk to your left. Will the 2025 American degree recipients who are present please quickly come to the stairs on your left? We would like to recognize the individuals who received their American degrees last fall at the National FFA Convention. The American degree is the highest degree National FFA can bestow on members. Perhaps the most difficult qualification to overcome is to meet the $10,000 SAE requirement. However, these individuals were all very successful in their SAEs and now hold their American degrees.
Will the following members please come forward to be recognized? Let's give each recipient a power clap after their name is called. Madison Butori from Baker. Justice Darasek Johnson from Corvallis. Calla Donnelly from Three Forks. Patsy Farrow from Beaverhead. Bradley Fields from Kalispell. Carly Friedrich from Plentywood. Cadence Hess from Park City. Romulus Heiner from Wheatland. Tell Holland from Beaverhead. Katie Jackson from Corvallis. Dylan Jewett from Kalispell. Reagan Long from Shields Valley. Sierra Molland from Big Timber. Grace Mosier from Shepherd. Wyatt Murphy from Fairfield. John Peterson from Beaverhead. Lino Pons Suarez from Corvallis. Payne Riley from Forsyth. Echo Saunders from Gardner. Amelia Shire from Corvallis. Emmylou Slivka from Winifred. Weston Sondino from Big Timber. Josie Ward from Beaverhead. Piper Ward from Wheatland. Joel Warnicki from Winifred. Lauren Wido from Corvallis.
Thanks, Kylie. Let's give our American degree recipients a round of applause for their outstanding achievements. State officer parents or guardians, and honorary degree recipients, please make your way to the stage secretary's desk to your left. I would like to introduce your state winner in the Senior Creed Speaking LDE to recite the FFA Creed. Please give a round of applause to Trey Butcher from Cascade.
The FFA Creed by E.M. Tiffany. I believe in the future of agriculture, with a faith born not of words, but of deeds. Achievements won by the present and past generations of agriculturists, in the promise of better days through better ways. Even as the better things we now enjoy have come to us from the struggles of former years. I believe that to live and work on a good farm, or to be engaged in other agricultural pursuits, is pleasant as well as challenging. For I know the joys and discomforts of agricultural life, and hold an inborn fondness for those associations which, even in hours of discouragement, I cannot deny. I believe in leadership from ourselves and respect from others. I believe in my own ability to work efficiently and think clearly with such knowledge and skill as I can secure, and in the ability of progressive agriculturists to serve our own and the public interest in producing and marketing the product of our toil. I believe in less dependence on begging and more power in bargaining, in the life abundant and enough honest wealth to help make it so, for others as well as myself, in less need for charity and more of it when needed, in being happy myself and playing square with those whose happiness depends upon me. I believe that American agriculture can and will hold true to the best traditions of our national life, and that I can exert an influence in my home and community which will stand solid for my part in that inspiring task. Thank you.
Phenomenal job, Trey. Thank you, and again, congratulations. Would Cooper Mernon, Leah Nelson, and Brianna McFate please make their way to the secretary's desk? Now, Montana FFA, we would like to introduce to you the most important and influential people in our lives. Please help me in welcoming to the stage our parents to be recognized and receive their honorary state FFA degree certificates.
They are the people who pushed us to try something new, even when we were not sure we could.
They showed us what hard work looks like and taught us the value of never giving up.
They are the ones who encourage us to keep going, even when the days are long and the work is hard.
They were there for the early mornings, the late nights, and the countless sacrifices made so we could chase our dreams.
They are the quiet supporters in the stands, the voices cheering us on, and the first people we look for when it's all over.
They are the ones who believed in us before we ever believed in ourselves.
And through every success, every challenge, and every moment in between, they have stood beside us.
Today, we would like to take a moment to recognize all the people who shaped us into the people we are today.
Montana FFA, our families.
Mom, from the very beginning, you've supported every dream I've had, even the ones that sounded like a lot at first. You've been there for the early mornings, the late nights, the phone calls, and every step in between. No matter where I am or what stage I'm on, I can always count on one thing. You'll be the loudest one in the crowd. You've always encouraged me to work hard and never settle for less than my best. Watching your work ethic and your passion for service has taught me more than you realize. You've shown me what dedication looks like and how to turn I can't into I can. Thank you for believing in me, for pushing me to grow, and for standing by me through it all. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Montana FFA, I present to you my mom, Erin Riddle.
My roots always keep me grounded. Roots remind me where I'm from. Even when I'm 1,000 miles away from my roots, I'm home.
Mom, ever since I was young, you have supported my ambitions with a smile and never wavered in showing up for me and Brad in every way you could. You have taught me the importance of being honest, kind, and supportive to everyone. You've always been a great listener with such a big heart and great sense of humor. The way you show up for me and everyone around you is truly inspiring. Your leadership and dedication are qualities I strive to model, and I am so beyond grateful to say that the short, bubbly, cute blonde lady everyone describes you as is my mom. I love you so much. Dad, when I think of someone I admire extremely, you immediately come to my mind. You have always supported my chicken and cattle journeys and have done everything you can to allow me to pursue my dreams. You have taught me the importance of work ethic, perseverance through challenges, and honoring those around you. You have always been someone I know I can talk to, as I know you will always give me advice on any situation I may be in. Your strength, wisdom, and care for those around you are always evident through your service. I am so grateful for you and love you so much. Brad, while I tease you and give you my unwanted commentary, I am beyond grateful to have grown up alongside you. You are ambitious, intelligent, and extremely talented in so many ways. You care about those around you deeply and are always there to support me and everyone else when we need it. You are doing such amazing things in life, and I am honored to get to watch you succeed. You are the best younger brother I could ask for, and I love you so much. To my whole family, thank you for creating an environment where I could grow into the person I am today. You are all extremely pivotal in my life, and I cannot be more thankful for the family I have been blessed with. I am so extremely grateful for all the life lessons, memories, and experiences I have with you. I love you all so much. Montana FFA, I am proud to present to you my family, Susan, Brian, and Bradley Sondino.
My roots always keep me grounded. Roots remind me where I'm from. Even when I'm 1,000 miles away from my roots, I'm home.
Dad, thank you for being my adventure buddy and someone I can always bring my crazy ideas to. I'm so grateful to have a childhood full of stories. Whether that's snow machining in Alaska, driving cattle in Utah, or just driving around Montana looking for a fishing spot, you've filled my life with adventure, shenanigans, and fun. You've taught me to be selfless, to show up for the ones you love, and to always stand up for what's right. I love you. Mom, thank you for being my rock and the best coach a girl could ask for. From day one, you were running next to me at meets, giving frantic free throw corrections from courtside, and never failing to show up for me. From a basketball game in Libby, to WLC in Washington, D.C., to National Convention in Indianapolis, you were right there cheering me on. I know I don't always tell you how much that means to me, but I'm so grateful for how much love and support you show me every day. I love you. Kaya, thank you for being the best little sister a girl could ask for. Even though you've got at least 4 inches on me in height, I still love you. Height aside, I'm so proud of how you've grown. You have become a leader and someone who isn't afraid to blaze her own trail. You work hard, you show up, and you're always ready to have a good jam session or to drag the field for way too long just so we can keep talking. I love you, and I'm proud of you, sis. Keep being you. Montana FFA, I'm proud to present to you my family, Chet, Haley, and Kaya Benson.
My roots always keep me grounded. Roots remind me where I'm from. Even when I'm 1,000 miles away from my roots, I'm home.
Mom, you have been my #1 best friend since the moment I was born. Through everything we've been through, we have always been together. I like to tell everyone I'm your clone because our voices sound so similar, but I don't think I'll ever be able to match your superhuman ability to be an amazing mom and an awesome planner. Dad, thank you for always giving me the hard truth, even when I hated to hear it. I hope that one day I'll be able to live up to your financial planning abilities, but maybe being the treasurer of Montana FFA is my start. Everything that I am today, I owe to both of you. You have given me every tool I need to succeed in life. Every good decision you see me make is influenced by the person you taught me to be, someone who is hardworking, truthful, and stands up for what is right. Thank you for being such amazing parents, even through every hard move and new state. When everything in my life changes, you remain constant. Montana FFA, I'd like to introduce to you my parents, Bobby and Jonathan Finn.
My roots always keep me grounded. Roots remind me where I'm from. Even when I'm 1,000 miles away from my roots, I'm home.
Dad, thank you for always showing up for me. Whether that was for my Pee Wee soccer games where I was the goalie that sat around and picked flowers, or for every single one of my school field trips, you are always there for all of the little moments in addition to the big ones. I am proud to say I get my sense of humor from you, and I'm so grateful you have supported all of my adventures over the years. Thank you for teaching me to persevere in any situation and for showing me the value of hard work. Mom, even though you're the shortest one in the family now, you always taught me how to stand tall. Your patience is certainly a virtue, especially when Hayden and I begged you every day for ice cream for breakfast, or when we had a deer poop fight in the front yard. You are the best example of what a teacher should be like. Patient, kind, hardworking, and always willing to go the extra mile to ensure your students enjoy learning. One day when I have my own classroom, I want to believe in my students the same way you have always believed in me. Hayden, I'm so blessed to have you as my younger brother. I can't call you my little brother anymore. Thank you for always being my side quest and adventure buddy. I'm so grateful for all of the things we've done together. Archery, FFA, and eating a whole lot of mac and cheese. I am so excited for your future, which shines brighter than your farmer's tan. Kidding aside, words can't express how proud I am of you, especially of your determination and your kind heart. I love you all so much. Montana FFA, I am so proud to present to you my family, Kevin, Laura, and Hayden Beisel.
My roots always keep me grounded. Roots remind me where I'm from. Even when I'm 1,000 miles away from my roots, I'm home.
Kyler, sometimes it's hard to remember that you are about to turn 18 and not my little brother who teaches pigs how to sit. Although you're not in the 4th grade anymore, I've had the best time being your sister. From the times we would laugh when we weren't supposed to the times when words couldn't capture what we were feeling. Thank you for always being there. Mom, I promise to never forget the time when we were riding on the four-wheeler together with our little dog Willa, and we came across a cow moose and her calf. I absolutely could not believe that you told me that if that cow moose started coming towards us to sacrifice Willa. Even then, sometimes it's easy to overlook all the quiet ways you support me. I'm really grateful to call you my mom. Dad, you have shown me what hard work and determination is and what it can get you. But you have also shown me the importance of having fun and not forgetting that as serious as life is, it isn't. Like that time you started a dance party in the middle of the barn at the state fair. Moments like that remind me that no matter how busy or stressful things get, you always find a way to make life fun. Thank you for making sure I never gave up. Montana FFA, I present to you my family, Kyler, Candy, and Kaylin Joerger.
Mom, although you are now the shortest person in the family, you've always had the biggest heart. You've always supported every one of my endeavors without fail. I honestly think you should have a Nobel Peace Prize for teaching Logan and I to hug it out instead of fight it out. You taught me the most important lesson of all, that faith and family are the most important things in my life. Always ready with a Bible verse for any situation. You are the most loyal and loving person I know, and I'll always strive to model the kindness and care you offer to everyone around you. From day one, you taught me that anything is possible if you put your mind to it, and I'll always remember that. Dad, you are the hardest working person I know. You taught me the importance of a strong work ethic, the importance of prioritizing your family, and how to keep a strong moral compass to help guide my decisions. You taught me that serving other people is always a worthy task, even if you have to freeze your beard off trying to fix someone's stock waters when it's 20 below. Although I'm still confused why we hauled lambs to Billings at 10 o'clock at night on a school night, barely making it to McDonald's before they closed, I will always remember the sacrifices you made and the never-ending hunting stories you have up your sleeve. Thank you for teaching me how to be a servant leader and for being my strong and silly dad. Logan, I couldn't have asked for a more supportive brother than you. Although over the years you've quite literally had me pinned, I know that I can always call you when I am in need of a helping hand. Watching you excel in sports and FFA brings me so much joy. You're definitely the athlete in the family. Your impersonations keep anyone you interact with entertained. Trust me. Your heart for the livestock you raise and your loyalty to your friends make me proud to call you my brother. Montana FFA, I present to you my family, Amanda, Cody, and Logan Waldesky.
Selfless. When I think of my family, that is the first word that comes to mind. They are the most selfless people I know. Always showing up, always believing in me, no matter how big or crazy the dream may sound. Cooper. Not many people get to say their brother is also their best friend, but I am lucky enough that I can. You are my favorite person in the whole world to spend time with. I'm thankful for the late nights in the barn, the uncontrollable laughs, and most importantly, the moments spent side by side in the blue jacket. You push me to be better every single day, while also keeping me humble when I need it most. Thank you for being the biggest goofball, my loudest cheerleader, and this year's official cattle feeder and coat rack. I love you more than you know. Dad, there is not a more cow-loving person on this earth. Thank you for giving me my love for agriculture and for never hesitating when I said I wanted to try something new. From long hauls down the road listening to cowboy stories for hours, whether they are your own or podcasts, to long cattle show days that never seem to slow down, you have always supported me. You've shown me what hard work and quiet dedication really looks like. Mom, I truly don't know how to describe the most hardworking woman I know in just a few sentences. You inspire me daily. Thank you for believing in me before I believed in myself, and for pushing me toward every opportunity, even the ones that felt impossible. I am going to miss pestering you while you work when I'm off at school, but don't worry, there will be plenty of phone calls. Thank you for being my foundation, my constant, and my biggest supporters. I would not be standing here without you. Montana FFA. It is my greatest honor to introduce you to my family, Jared, Julie, and Cooper Merman.
My roots always keep me grounded. Roots remind me where I'm from. Even when I'm 1,000 miles away from my roots, I'm home.
Joining us on stage are this year's honorary state FFA degree recipients. Mr. Scott and Sally Freilich, who have both committed time and financial resources to the Park City FFA and the Montana FFA Association. Matt Marks, whose donation of time, effort, and equipment has improved the Three Forks, Broadwater, East Helena, and Belgrade FFA chapters for a number of years. Bob Walker, who was instrumental in the creation of the Ritchie FFA chapter and the success of the Big Muddy District. Kyle Center, MAAE President, Unable to join us this morning is Maggie Weber, who has contributed her professional time by providing tax accounting expertise to the MAAE and the Montana FFA Association, and who volunteers for many FFA events in the Stevensville area. It is always a pleasure to induct honorary members into the FFA. The purpose of this ceremony is to recognize from time to time the efforts that others have made on our behalf. Madam Secretary, please read the section of the National Constitution which provides for honorary membership.
Honorary membership. Farmers, school superintendents, principals, members of boards of education, chapter advisors, teachers, staff members in agricultural education, business people, and others who are helping to advance agricultural education and the FFA and who have rendered outstanding service may be elected to honorary membership by a majority vote of the members present at any regular meeting or convention.
Madam Secretary, will you please introduce those who are to receive this honor?
Madam President, members, and guests, I am pleased to read the following names: Chet and Haley Benson, Kevin and Laura Beisel, Jonathan and Bobby Finn, Scott and Sally Freilich, Matt Marks, Jared and Julie Mernan, Aaron Riddle, Brian and Susan Sondano, Kyle Center, Cody and Amanda Waldusky, Bob Walker, Maggie Weber, and Kaylin and Candy Yeager.
Will the officers take their place beside me?
I welcome you as friends of the FFA. It is my privilege as Sentinel to extend to each of you the symbolic hand clasp of friendship and brotherhood.
As reporter, I am pleased to inform you that the FFA is a national youth organization whose purpose is to develop agricultural leaders. Welcome to membership.
Your contribution as a useful citizen in our democracy serves as an example for our members to follow. As treasurer, I welcome you to our organization.
The FFA needs counsel and guidance from recognized leaders. It is my pleasure as secretary to add your names to our roll of honorary members.
As vice president, I welcome you to the FFA. I would inform you that our members learn to appreciate the dignity of labor. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much.
On behalf of every member, I wish to say that we are proud to have you all as honorary members. May this affiliation prove valuable to all. I impress upon you that we look to you for counsel and guidance. It is because of the great respect we have for you that you have been elected to honorary membership. May we always cooperate for the benefit of all. I now confer upon you honorary membership in the Montana FFA Association.
Now, please direct your attention to the Torgerson's Equipment satellite stage and give a warm welcome to Cooper Mernon, Leah Nelson, and Brianna McFate.
Hi, I'm Claire's friend Leah Nelson. Claire and I met freshman year during the Star Green Hand contest, which might have been the most competitive year in my opinion. From contests to proficiencies, to her running for state office, to Claire winning Supreme Champion Heifer at Nile, we are there for each other's big moments. No matter how far or what the circumstances are, she's always there supporting me or willing to have a dance party. Claire, I'm so blessed to be here for another big moment. Keep following your heart. I'm so blessed to present you with my friend and the most determined person I know.
Hi, I'm Brianna, and I gotta make note that Claire's gotta be about the only person that could get me to get on the stage and talk in front of this many people, and she said not to make her cry, but I can't make any promises. But I met her when she started middle school in Shepherd, and I gotta say, when she got there the first day, I knew she was gonna do great things. She has a determination to her that I've only seen in a few, and then she just does amazing things all the time. When she puts her mind into doing something, I know for sure it's gonna get done. So she's always got an ear to listen to and to be there for some advice. From the big moments to the small, fun side quests, she's always been there. I'll forever be proud to say I'm Claire's friend, and you're doing great things and will continue to.
Hello, I'm Cooper Mernon, and you may know me as Claire's little brother. Claire, where do I even begin to talk about you? You are always someone who's been an example for me, and I know that you always will be. There are many things that I really admire about you, but one of the ones that I love the most is that you are always Claire, no matter the circumstances. Whether that is that you have just won a contest or you didn't make finals, you are always Claire, and you are no more or no less. You are one of the most humble people that I know, and you have always been a great example of what an FFA member should be. I'm so happy to see you in this role of the state president of Montana, and it's so crazy that this year has already ended. Claire, thank you for being the best sister I could ever have. Montana FFA, your 2025-2026 State FFA President, Claire Mernon.
Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. Just try your best, try everything you can, and don't you worry what they tell themselves when you're away. It just takes
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 seconds. That's the amount of time that it takes to make a decision that can change everything. To show up or give up. Because in the moments that shape our lives, we don't get perfect conditions. We don't get ours to decide. We just get a choice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. An unexpected quarterback walks onto the field after an injury changes the game. Doubt fills the stadium. He's only the backup. He was the 199th draft pick. How can he possibly lead this team? But he chose to show up anyways. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and your Super Bowl champions are a moment no one expected, except for the person who decided to take a step forward instead of a step back. The great Tom Brady didn't take the easy route to secure his 7 Super Bowl championships. He decided to work hard and worked his way to becoming one of the greatest players of all time. And maybe that's why his story resonates with so many of us, because it shows us that success is not reserved for the most talented, the most confident, or the most certain. It is reserved for the people who keep showing up. The ones who remember his reminder that to be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't: consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. And when I hear those words, I can't help but think about our own journeys. How many times have we told ourselves, or even let others tell us, that we are not good enough to succeed, that we will never measure up to the person that we are meant to be? The reality is that if we were to just keep showing up, no matter how tired or scared we may be, if we just show up, that is where we can find true success. Growing up, one of my favorite ways to spend summer vacation was traveling up and down the road with my family. You could typically find me and my brother Cooper in the back seat with plenty of snacks, fun movies, and absolutely no clue where we were going or where we were in that particular moment. But road trips have a funny way of always leading us to the exact spot where we want to be. And for a long time, I thought life was like a road trip. You set a destination, you pick your route, and eventually you land exactly where you want to be. But the reality is, life is no straight road. In fact, our best moments often come from unexpected climbs, crazy turns, and sometimes when we feel like we have no clear sense of direction. One of those unexpected turns for me was the first time that I competed at the National FFA Convention and Expo. I remember walking into that room pretty vividly. My hands were shaking. I took a deep breath, and I started giving my speech. Okay, I made it through my first point. This is going good, right? And I start on my second point. My throat starts to get dry, and I start coughing uncontrollably. In fact, it was so bad that my judge even had to offer me water. Not the best moment for me, and pretty embarrassing, if I do say so myself. And in that moment, I felt like I had taken a wrong turn. Don't get me wrong, I was so happy to be competing at nationals, but like any good goal setter, I asked myself, what do I hope to see from this experience? And my answer was simple: make the semifinals in extemporaneous public speaking. But that was not the reality. While I studied, practiced, and spent all summer and fall getting ready for that speech, I completely bombed it. What I couldn't have expected is in just one short moment, I felt completely lost. It was like my GPS just kept saying recalculating on the road trip. And the worst part wasn't the coughing, it wasn't not making the semifinals, it was what happened after. While no one might have guessed it, I was beating myself up, saying things like, I will never be good enough to succeed, how can I achieve my goals? And maybe I would be better off just not even trying at all. I felt lost. Till one day, I was at an FFA contest. I was searching around in my FFA jacket pocket, and I found this trusty little note card that's been with me since I gave my very first extemporaneous speech in FFA. And on it has Proverbs 3, verse 5 through 6. And that's when I decided to lean in. Proverbs 3, verse 5 through 6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. In that moment, I realized that that was not my desired path. I was not meant to win the contest. I was not meant to give a good speech. I was meant to learn and grow from that moment. I was meant to take a step forward, stand on that national FFA stage just one short year later, become an advocate for agriculture, and now even stand in front of you as a state officer. But the reality is, none of that would have been possible had I decided to give up. Now in life, we have a choice. We can choose to show up, or we can choose to give up. But in the journey of becoming the best versions of ourselves, we have to push through the doubt, continue to do the hard work anyways. We have to do it tired, do it scared, and do it anyways. Now you may be wondering, what does that mean to do it anyways? And how can I do it anyways? So the way that we can do it anyways is by taking action. And there's this lovely little concept by Mel Robbins called the 5-second rule. And she explains in her book that we have 5 seconds to act before our brain starts talking ourselves out of it. So what you're supposed to do is count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you move. She compares it to a rocket ship blasting off. Once you hit 0, you take action. The reality is that action is the most important step for us to find our desired plan and purpose. Maybe this is showing up to practice even though you're exhausted. Do it tired. Maybe this is running for your chapter office even though you're nervous that you can't be the best leader for your chapter. Do it scared. Maybe this is studying for your math test even though you didn't get the grade you wanted on the last one. Do it anyways. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you move. While these moments may seem small, the reality is that these are where growth truly begins. This is where we can find our desired path and purpose. And when we decide to do it anyway and grow and learn, we're not just helping ourselves, we're helping others around us. For the younger member that needs that encouragement, for the teammate who wants to give up, for the community that needs you as a leader, we are showing them how they can continue to do it anyways. So the question is no longer, how can I do it anyways? It's, will you do it anyways? Every single day, we have a choice. We can simply drift through the moments that life presents us, or we can choose to take action. Because if we take action, that is where growth truly begins. Montana FFA, thank you for allowing me to continue to remember why I keep showing up. Thank you for embracing this girl and allowing me to live out my dreams. You constantly remind me why I lead. No matter how tired you are, no matter how scared you may be, no matter if you believe you can't, just keep showing up. For others, for yourselves, for those that need encouragement, you never know what path it might lead you down. Today, and every day after this, I challenge you to do it tired, do it scared, and do it anyways. Montana FFA members and guests, just keep showing up.
Just try your best. Try everything you can. And don't you worry what their better hearts are gonna say. It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride.
Claire, thank you for always showing up for us. You are one of the most goal-driven, passionate people that we know. We know we can always count on you for a piece of advice or a Celsius, and we can't wait to see where you go next. We are proud to present you with your retiring state officer plaque. Love Autumn, Kiana, Morgan, Cole, Weston, Savannah, and Kylie. Montana FFA, your 2025-2026 State President, Claire Mernon.
Try your best. Try everything you can. And don't you worry what their better hearts are gonna say. It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride.
We are the warriors who learn to love the pain. We come from different places, but have the same name. Cause we were born for this. We were born for this.
Claire, thank you for reminding us how important it is to keep showing up. Please help me welcome my fellow state officers as we announce Career and Leadership Development Event Awards. Please hurry to the left side of the stage when your name is called. As we announce each winner, acknowledge them with a power clap. Please note that all individuals and teams will be called on stage in no particular order, and team winners will get the opportunity to represent Montana at the National FFA Convention this fall. All winning teams will receive a travel stipend to attend National FFA Convention.
In the Agricultural Technology and Mechanical Systems CDE, will the following individuals please come to the stage? Justin Strong from Park, Hagen Wendt from Shields Valley, Coulter Morris from Fergus of Lewistown, Samuel Barta from Fergus of Lewistown, Eli Heel from Kalispell, Royce Room from Havre, Isaac Llewellyn from Fergus of Lewistown, Asher Birch from Beaverhead, Tristan Russell from Stillwater Valley, and Ryder Cohen from Fergus of Lewistown. The Agricultural Technology and Mechanical Systems CDE allows students to partake in activities such as a written exam, team event, demonstrations of problem-solving skills, and hands-on performance activities. Areas of emphasis include environmental and natural resource systems, machinery and equipment, structural, energy, and electrical systems. This year's competition is sponsored by General Distributing and Tractor and Equipment Company. Wyotech is proud to sponsor scholarships to the top 3 individuals. Third place will receive $3,000, second will receive $5,000, and the winning individual will receive a $7,500 scholarship upon enrollment at Wyotech. And your top individuals are in 10th place, Asher Birch from Beaverhead. In 9th, Tristan Russell from Stillwater Valley. In 8th, Isaac Llewellyn from Fergus of Lewistown. In 7th, Eli Heel from Kalispell. In 6th, Royce Room from Havre. In 5th place, Ryder Cohen from Fergus of Lewistown. In 4th, Justin Strong from Park. In 3rd, Hagen Wendt from Shields Valley. In 2nd place, Samuel Barta from Fergus of Lewistown. And your first place individual is Coulter Morris from the Fergus of Lewistown FFA chapter. Will the following teams please come forward? Winifred, Havre, Kalispell, Fergus of Lewistown, and Cascade. In 5th place, Havre. In 4th, Winifred. Placing 3rd, Kalispell. In 2nd, Cascade. And in first place, Burgess of Lewistown. Thank you again to our individual award sponsors, General Distributing, and our team sponsor, Tractor and Equipment Company. Quickly make your way to the stage for the Food Science and Technology CDE. Joel Stanley from Missoula, Kaya Benson from Corvallis, Ben Aldridge from Hot Springs, Cassidy Shelvin from Missoula, Odin Max from Hot Springs, Ivory West from Missoula, Cynthia Kokovar from Stanford, Katie McKinney from Belgrade, Shaylee Algren from Winnett, and Miley Peterson from Shields Valley. The Food Science and Technology Career Development event requires students to have an in-depth understanding of food product development, food presentation, and food safety issues. Thank you to the Montana Pork Producers Council for sponsoring the Food Science Career Development event. The top placing individual in this event will receive a $500 scholarship from the Montana FFA Foundation. The top 10 individuals in the Food Science and Technology CDE are: in 10th, Miley Peterson from Shields Valley. In 9th, Cynthia Kokovar from Stanford. In 8th, Kaya Benson from Corvallis. In 7th, Ben Aldridge from Hot Springs. In 6th, Ivory West from Missoula. In 5th, Cassidy Shelvin from Missoula. In 4th, Katie McKinney from Belgrade. In 3rd, Odin Max from Hot Springs. In 2nd, Shaylee Algren from Winnett. And your first place individual is Joel Stanley from the Missoula FFA chapter. Will the top 5 teams please make your way to the stage? Hot Springs, Missoula, Winnett, Belgrade, and Corvallis. The top teams in food science are: in 5th place, Winnett. In 4th, Hot Springs. Placing 3rd, Belgrade. In 2nd, Corvallis. And your winning team is Missoula. Congratulations to all of our food science competitors, and thank you again to the Montana Pork Producers Council for sponsoring this event. We're excited to announce we have a brand new contest this year at State Convention. Quickly make your way to the stage for the Range Science CDE. Adelaide Meyer from Stevensville, Cooper Gervais from Roy, Milo Isaacs from Miles City, Brian Corco from Miles City, Porter Hopman from Beaverhead, Katie Harris from Joliet, Isaac Vaverka from Ritchie, Jaden Murphy from Fairview, Josie Murray from Miles City, and Kate Oblender from Huntley Project. The Range Science CDE tests students' knowledge about Montana rangelands in the areas of plant identification, soils, ecology, rangeland inventory, and management tools and techniques. Montana Range Days is the proud sponsor of this event. The top 10 individuals in the Range Science CDE are: in 10th, Brian Corco from Miles City. In 9th, Cooper Gervais from Roy. In 8th, Isaac Vaverka from Ritchie. In 7th, Milo Isaacs from Miles City. In 6th, Adelaide Meyer from Stevensville. In 5th, Josie Murray from Miles City. In 4th, Porter Hopman from Beaverhead. In 3rd, Jaden Murphy from Fairview. In 2nd, Cade Oblender from Huntley Project. And your first place individual is Katie Harris from the Joliet FFA. Will the top 5 teams please make your way to the stage? Stevensville, Joliet, Ritchie, Huntley Project, and Miles City. Montana Range Days will pay full registration costs for the winning team to attend this year's Montana Range Days event in Malta. The top 5 teams in the Range Science CDE are: in 5th, Huntley Project. In 4th place, Joliet. In 3rd, Ritchie. In 2nd place, Stevensville. And your winner is the Miles City FFA. Thank you once again to Montana Range Days for sponsoring the Range Science CDE. Please make your way to the stage for the Horse Evaluation CDE. Sadler McCullum from Mission Valley. Winona Wagner from Beaverhead. Weston Hobley from Carter County. Macy Dexter from Kalispell. Liv Landa from Broadus. Coulter Farrell from Kalispell. Keely Hickson from Stevensville. Rachel Michelson from Kalispell, Leneva Miller from Beaverhead, and Savannah Nelson from Beaverhead. Students who participate in the Horse Evaluation CDE gain new insights into equine science by evaluating and ranking horses based on breed characteristics, conformation, and performance. This year's Horse Evaluation CDE is sponsored by Columbia Grain. The Montana FFA Foundation will be providing a $500 scholarship to the winning individual of this event. The top 10 individuals in the Horse Evaluation CDE are: in 10th, Winona Wagner from Beaverhead. In 9th, Weston Hobley from Carter County. In 8th, Sadler McCollum from Mission Valley. In 7th, Liv Landa from Broadus. In 6th, Keely Hickson from Stevensville. In 5th, Coulter Farrell from Kalispell. In 4th, Rachel Mickelson from Kalispell. In 3rd, Savannah Nelson from Beaverhead. In 2nd, Macy Dexter from Kalispell. And your first place individual is Leneva Miller from the Beaverhead FFA. We would like to thank Columbia Grain for sponsoring this event. Will the top 5 teams please make your way to the stage? Beaverhead, Webo, Carter County, Kalispell, and Mission Valley. The top teams in the Horse Evaluation CDE are: in 5th place, Carter County. In 4th, Webo. Placing 3rd, Mission Valley. In 2nd place, Beaverhead. And in 1st place, the Kalispell FFA. Congratulations to all of our horse evaluation contestants. The National FFA Agri-Science Fair is an exciting opportunity for students interested in scientific principles and emerging technologies in the agricultural industry. This contest is sponsored by Farmers Union Insurance, and the overall winners will receive a $1,000 MSU College of Ag scholarship upon enrollment at Montana State University. We will begin by recognizing the individual division winners. As your name is called, please stand at your seat to be recognized. In Plant Systems Division 3, Lucas Rost from the Baker FFA. In Environmental Natural Resources Division 4, Reagan Lodge and June Bach from the Belt Valley FFA. In Environmental Natural Resources Division 5, Kate Hedstrom from the Belt Valley FFA. In Food Products and Processing Systems, Division 6, Jocelyn England and Joel Stanley from the Missoula FFA. Now for the Agri-Science Fair Pathway winners. As your name is called, please quickly make your way to the stage. In the Animal Systems Pathway, Cecilia Durbin from Belt Valley FFA and Kendall Becker from Sims FFA. The overall winner in the Animal Systems Pathway is Cecilia Durbin from the Belt Valley FFA. In the Environmental Services and Natural Resources Systems Pathway, Kate Hedstrom from Belt Valley, Reagan Lodge and June Bach from Belt Valley, and Grace Gunderson from Baker. The overall Environmental Services and Natural Resources Systems winner is Kate Hedstrom from the Belt Valley FFA. In the Food Science Pathway, Jocelyn England and Joel Stanley from Missoula. The overall Food Science winner is Jocelyn England and Joel Stanley from Missoula. In the Plant Systems Pathway, Michaeli Petronik from Sims, Lucas Ross from Baker, and Felix Becker from Culbertson. The overall Plant Systems winner is Lucas Ross from the Baker FFA. In the Social Science Pathway, Reagan Jasson and Maren Keister from Belt Valley. Your overall Social Science winner is Reagan Jasson and Maren Keister from Belt Valley. And the project winning a $1,000 scholarship upon enrollment in the College of Agriculture at Montana State University is Jocelyn England and Joel Stanley from Missoula. Will the four finalists in the Extemporaneous Public Speaking LDE please come to the stage? Alyssa Crago from Columbus, Adelaide Meyer from Stevensville, Lily Bingaman from Conrad, and Riley Jones from Miles City. The Extemporaneous Public Speaking LDE develops students' abilities to express themselves on agricultural topics without prior preparation or rehearsal. Members are evaluated on their speaking, presentation, content, and ability to answer questions about a topic. The top placing individual in this event will receive a $500 scholarship from the Montana FFA Foundation. In fourth place, Riley Jones from Miles City. In third, Adelaide Meyer from Stevensville. In second place, Alyssa Crago from Columbus. Your winning individual in the Extemporaneous Public Speaking LDE is Lily Bingaman from Conrad. Will the 4 finalist teams in parliamentary procedure please come to the stage? Kalispell, Cascade, Broadwater, Belgrade. The Parliamentary Procedure LDE tests students' ability to effectively communicate ideas during a meeting. Components include a general knowledge exam of parliamentary law, an 11-minute demonstration of parliamentary procedure, and oral questions. In fourth place, Broadwater. And third, Belgrade. In second, Kalispell. And in first place, the Cascade FFA. One of the most coveted awards in career development events is the State Sweepstakes title. This title identifies some of the most well-rounded members in the Big Sky State. At this time, we are excited to announce our individual state sweepstakes winners. The top 4 scores from the following events will be used to determine the winners: Ag Sales, Mechanics, Farm and Agribusiness Management, Agronomy, Livestock Evaluation, Agricultural Communications, Floriculture, Food Science, Forestry, Horse Evaluation, Meats Evaluation, and Vet Science. As your name is announced, quickly make your way to the stage. Your top 10 individual sweepstakes contestants are: in 10th, Hayden Fenton from Park City. In 9th, John Snap from Park City. In 8th, Luke Lehman from Frenchtown. In 7th, Jocelyn England from Missoula. In 6th, Aspen Courtney from Frenchtown. In 5th place, Sadler McCullum from Mission Valley. In 4th, Haley Berg from Mission Valley. Your top 3 individuals are: in 3rd, Keely Hickson from Stevensville. In 2nd, Rowan Wilson from Bainville. And your state sweepstakes individual winner is Joel Stanley from Missoula. Finally, we are excited to announce our state sweepstakes team winners. The teams that have the highest cumulative scores from 4 of the 5 following state convention contests will earn this award. These include Ag Sales, Mechanics, Farm and Agribusiness Management, Agronomy, Livestock Evaluation, Floriculture, Food Science, Horse Evaluation, Meats Evaluation, and Veterinary Science. As your chapter is announced, quickly make your way to the stage. Your 5th place sweepstakes team is the Stevensville FFA. In 4th place, Beaverhead. Your 3rd place team is Kalispell. The 2nd place team is Missoula. And your 1st place state sweepstakes team is the Fergus of Lewistown FFA.
We would like to give a huge thank you to all of the CDE chairs, sponsors, and CDE contestants for their hard work. Please help me thank them with another round of applause. State officer candidates, please make your way to the back right of the room to meet Claire. Additionally, would Payson Allaire from the Shoto FFA chapter please make your way to the stage secretary's desk to the left of the stage. Thank you. We would again like to express our sincere thanks to the facilitators who have spent many years perfecting the nominating committee process. These individuals dedicate their time to making this long, intense interview process run smoothly and efficiently. Please give a big round of applause to the following 3 individuals: Luke LaLiberty, Leah Graff, and Matt McCamey. This past week, 25 individuals completed state officer candidate interviews. These members have shown what it means to be leaders in our great organization. Please give a round of applause to all of our state officer candidates. Soon we will welcome 8 new state officers who will serve our association for the 2026-2027 year. These officers will grow exponentially over the next year and will have the opportunity to serve over 7,000 FFA members in Montana. Would the student members of the nominating committee please come to the stage to read the committee report?
Hello, my name is Hayden Stanley and I'm from the Valier FFA chapter, and this is Gavin Harrison from the Culbertson FFA chapter, and Callie Cano from the Hot Springs FFA chapter.
The nominating committee would like to thank all of the candidates who went through the interview process during this convention. We believe each of you are outstanding FFA members and premier leaders. We wish each and every one of you the best as you pursue your future goals.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to bring forward 8 individuals who will serve as the 2026-2027 Montana State FFA Officer Team. Your 2026-2027 State FFA Parliamentarian from the Ritchie FFA Chapter, Jacqueline Barnhart. Your 2026-2027 State FFA Sentinel from the Gardner FFA Chapter, Badger Hobby. Your 2026-2027 State FFA Reporter from the Missoula FFA Chapter, Colin Yoshimura. Your 2026-2027 State FFA Treasurer from the Whitehall FFA Chapter, Zane Downey. your 2026-2027 State FFA Secretary. From the Moore FFA chapter, Lexi Witchman. Your 2026-2027 State FFA Second Vice President. From the Huntley FFA chapter, Wyatt Johannes. Your 2026-2027 State FFA First Vice President. From the Park FFA chapter, Violet Browning. And your 2026-2027 State FFA President. From the Belgrade FFA chapter, Hayes Hollins. Madam President, I move to accept the report of the nominating committee.
There is an implied second. We shall now proceed to vote. All in favor say aye. All opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Motion passes. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you for the first time your 2026-2027 Montana FFA State Officer Team.
At this time, would Kristen Swenson please make her way to the stage secretary? Thank you. Please welcome Pace Hilaire from the Shoto FFA to perform on the Torgerson's Equipment satellite stage.
Hope you guys are having a wonderful time here. This is a song I wrote. It's about my grandparents. They passed away a few years ago. and I feel like a lot of people could relate to it. So, hope you guys enjoy it. I don't quite have a name for it. I think I'm going to call it Didn't Say Goodbye. So, here goes. Driving down this road through the dark and the cold, running on fumes and prayer, hoping I make it home. And that moon is shining so bright, I don't need my light to see the road. And those stars are so clear tonight, I'm sure that you know. 'Cause somewhere up there, you're in that sky. And somewhere up there, you grew wings to fly. We sure miss you down here. It's no different tonight. I'm just sorry that I didn't say goodbye. Been about 5 years since you passed on. Not a day goes by I don't think about you being gone. If you were still here, I wouldn't let you go. Couldn't let you go. Anyhow, I tried, the Lord knows. When you left, I noticed part of me left with you. I wish I'd shown how much that I loved you. 'Cause somewhere up there, you're in that sky. And somewhere up there, you grew wings to fly. We sure miss you down here. It's no different tonight. I'm just sorry that I didn't say goodbye. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't say goodbye. Oh, I'm sorry that I didn't say goodbye. Thank you guys for listening. My name's Payson Lair.
Thank you for sharing your amazing talent, and congratulations. Please help me welcome Montana FFA alumni members to present alumni pins.
Thank you. I'm Kristen Swenson, Montana State Alumni Treasurer. I'd like to introduce Ken Johnson, our Montana State FFA Alumni President. It is the distinct pleasure of Montana FFA alumni and supporters to present to the current state officers with their Montana Silversmiths alumni pin as they transition from their year of service into a new role as a Montana FFA alumni member. This distinctive name pins distinguishes them as former and current members of the association, alumni, and foundation boards, as well as past state officers. Through the generous donation of the Montana FFA alumni and supporters, we are pleased to present you today with your Montana Silversmith alumni name pins. Your 2025-2020 26 state officer team consists of parliamentary Savannah Frittis, Sentinel Weston, reporter Autumn, treasurer Kylie, secretary Morgan, first vice president Kiona, first vice president, Cole, and president Claire. Thank you for your service to Montana FFA, and we hope to see you for many years in your new role as Montana FFA alumni. Please.
We would like to now take a moment of recognize all the individuals who have worked countless hours to make this convention one to remember. Please give a power clap after each name is called. Sessions Production Director Riley Slivka of Agra Studios, Production Content Manager Haley Rigler, Broadcast Director Ashton Cornelius, our volunteer FFA member crews on Tech Corps, Press Corps, and Social Media Corps who have gone above and beyond this week for Montana FFA. Our wonderful stage crew, Brody Hagstrom, Allison Lodge, Quinlan Barker, Ashton Newell Welch. Our awesome tech crew, Bryson, Brian, Lander, Jonathan, Dominic, Wyatt, Carter, Lyndon, Felix, Soren, and everyone else who helped bring our sessions to life. Jordan Leach for organizing and creating all of the award certificates. Contest coordinator Ethan Igo, who was a contact for all of our events. Johnson Brothers for providing the sound, lights, and LD screens for our sessions. Kathy Rose for managing registration. Anna Spoonheim and Kendall Dixon, our stage directors. Brianna Lynch, our stage secretary. State officer parents for judging, setting up this beautiful stage, and for being the best parents ever. Kansas State officers Lily Holst and Maggie Chandler, and National Officer Trey Myers for attending our convention and for facilitating workshops throughout the week. Montana FFA Association and Foundation Board of Trustees, State Advisor Mr. Jim Rose, and all contest coordinators, judges, and volunteers. Let's give each of these individuals one more round of applause for helping put on this year's state convention. At this time, we would like to welcome our new state officer team to the stage. We will now induct them into their respective offices. These new leaders have worked hard to get to where they are today. They will continue to inspire Montana FFA as they begin their own year of service. These 8 new individuals are some of the finest the organization has to offer. This year will be one of the most fun, busy, and exciting, and most importantly, one of the most rewarding years of your lives. New officers. Your team members will soon become your closest friends. And we are so happy to know that this organization is in the hands of each one of you. Now, it is time for us, the 2025-2026 Montana FFA State Officer Team, to turn over our positions so that these new leaders can continue to inspire and lead Montana FFA.
Jacqueline, as parliamentarian-elect, your duties include working closely with the President and all members of the delegation, ensuring proper parliamentary rule at all meetings and official functions. You shall protect the rights of the minority and ensure the rule of the majority. I am proud to present you with these suspenders that are being passed down to you by the previous 21 parliamentarians. Jacqueline, when I met you during chapter visits in December, that was probably the coldest day of my life. But I remember how happy you were to be in that ag classroom. I want you to shine that FFA sparkle into every single person that you meet and encourage this year. I have no doubt that you're going to do amazing things. I now present you with your new officer pin.
Savannah, you were one of the kindest people I've met, and I never in a million years imagined I would be here on this stage doing this. And I have pretty big shoes to fill, but I hope that with your advice and others that I can do the great job that you have this past year. And I'm honored to present you with your officer pin.
Badger, as Sentinel-elect, your duties include welcoming our friends, caring of the meeting rooms and FFA equipment, and providing for the comfort of our members and guests. It is also your duty to assist in conducting meetings and ceremonies. Badger, when I had the opportunity to go to Gardner's FFA banquet this year, I remember you greeting me with such warmth, authenticity, and kindness. It truly stuck out to me that you were going to do such an incredible job in this role. I am so beyond proud of you, and how I felt in that moment, I want you to continue to make this entire state association feel that exact same way. I am so proud of you, and I'm so proud to present you with your new officer pin.
Weston, I think it's fitting how I was terrified of your name when I heard that you were competing in vet. You were so smart, and you have done such an amazing job this year, and I will strive to make I will do half of the accomplishments you've done in welcoming people here. I am so proud to present to you your retiring officer pin, Weston.
Colin, as a reporter-elect, your duty is to inform the public about the FFA. You're expected to work closely with the media, including state and national FFA publications. You should keep a record of photographs and articles published concerning the FFA and its members, and you are responsible for compiling our FFA history. Colin, I've known you for quite some time now, and your endless energy and contagious smile have never ceased to amaze me. I know you're going to serve this organization with every bit of that big heart of yours, and I am so, so proud of you. It is my absolute honor to present you with your reporter's pin.
Pull this down. Uh-oh. Autumn, as you've said, I've known you from quite some time, and you're an absolute inspiration and a joy to be around. I had quite the honor of running with you last year, and I got to see you grow and change as an individual. You've served this organization well, and and I hope to do just as good a job as you have. Autumn, I am proud to present you your retiring officer pin.
Zane, as treasurer-elect, you have been placed in a position of trust. Your duties require you to keep an accurate record of receipts and disbursements and to provide regular financial reports. It is also your responsibility to assist in developing the association budget and maintaining sound financial practices. Zane, I think you're probably one of the most enthusiastic people that I've ever met, and I didn't know so much enthusiasm could fit in one person. I will always be jealous of your ability to beat me at every card game like you did at State Officer Candidate Conference, and I hope you use your enthusiasm to impact members across the state this year. I am proud to present you with your new officer pin.
Kylie, getting to meet you this year has been absolutely incredible, and watching your year of service and how much of an inspiration you have been to the members of Montana FFA is something that I truly want to live up to, and I do have some big shoes to fill. Kylie, I am proud to present you with your retiring officer pin.
Lexi, as Secretary-elect, you have been chosen to keep accurate minutes of our meetings and to carry on the association correspondence. You should provide the association with the order of business and committee assignments for each meeting. You will also keep a list of members, a record of degrees awarded, and have custody of the Constitution and bylaws. Lexi, in the short time I've known you, you've impressed me so much with your sunny and warm personality. I know that my office is in such capable hands, and I cannot wait to help you learn and grow this next year. Always remember that even though you're secretary, you don't have to have everything always figured out, and I am always here in your corner to help you. I am proud to present you with your new secretary pin.
Morgan, in the short time I've known you, it's so obvious how much love you have for this organization and everybody in it. Your huge smile during every session is truly remarkable, and I have really big shoes to fill. So I present you with your officer pin.
Wyatt, as second vice president-elect, your record of accomplishments indicate you have those qualities of leadership which we should all possess. You are to assist the president and first vice president in directing the work of our association, preside over meetings in the absence, and keep all committees working effectively. Wyatt, since I have gotten to know you quite a few years ago, I have seen you grow into a person that is so insightful, caring, and I think you're going to make a great impact on Montana FFA. Wyatt, I am proud to present you with your new officer pin.
Kiana, while we've known each other for quite some time, I can be pretty confident when I say I knew of your name way before you knew of mine. And that's just a testament to your amazing accomplishments. From the show ring to the stage, you excel at every part of your life. And I can't wait to see how far you go. I am so proud to present you with your retiring officer pin.
Violet, as first vice president-elect, your record of accomplishments indicate you have those qualities of leadership which we should all possess. You are to assist the president in directing the work of our association, preside over meetings in their absence, and keep all committees working effectively. Violet, the first two things that someone notices about you are your poise and your incredibly strong work ethic. It's been so amazing to watch you grow over the past few years, and I'm excited to see where you go. Just like the color violet, You radiate warmth to everyone around you, and it makes you an incredible leader. Violet, I am proud to present you with your new officer pin.
Cole, it is safe to say when I joined FFA and someone came up to me and said, "Do you know who the Cole Wildesky is?" I did not know who you were. But over the last 4 years, when someone does say that, I know who they are, who you are. And because of that, it's because you radiate so much warmth and kindness. You have led with so much grace, poise, and dignity, and you may be one of the most humble persons I have ever met. And I'm proud to present you with your retiring officer pin.
Hayes, as president-elect, you have been selected by your fellow members to be the leader of our association for the coming year. You are therefore responsible for guiding our association in all its worthy undertakings. May you work intelligently and seriously to fulfill the responsibilities of your office. Hayes, from the first time that I met you, you immediately brought so much light and joy to the room. You got everyone all hyped up and you got everyone involved. Continue to carry that with you this year as you serve. Lead others with integrity and poise, and you will be phenomenal. Hayes, I am so proud to present to you your new officer pin.
Claire, I can't say I remember when exactly we first met, but I'm guessing it's somewhere between, I know it was before ALC. I know at that point I got to know you better. I knew that you were such a caring individual. I knew that you truly had our best interest at heart. I know not much longer after that, you helped me at Nile, which was, for some reason, my very first show. And you helped me not look like I didn't know what I was doing, and you helped me with all kinds of advice, and ever since then you've been giving me all kinds of advice, and you've been helping me along the way with everything I go about, and you've just been such an amazing source of inspiration. Claire, I'm proud to present you with your retiring officer pin. Thank you.
It is an honor to be an officer in the FFA. From time to time during the year, you will encounter difficult problems, but through cooperation, hard work, and dedication, you will succeed, and the FFA will prosper. Do each of you accept the responsibilities of your office, and will you do your best to uphold the ideals and principles of the FFA? If so, answer, we do. I now declare each of you properly and duly installed in the respective office to which you were elected. May your year of service be marked by integrity, dedication, and a cooperative spirit. Seek harmony amongst your officers and set high standards of leadership for all chapter members. Now, let's take a moment and look back on the 2025-2026 State Officers Year of Service.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you for the first time your 2025-2026 Montana FFA State Officer Team.
Come on, I wanna dance in the dark. Come on, we gonna light up the night. Come on, I wanna dance in the dark. Come on, we gonna light up the night. Underdogs dance in the middle of the night. Can see the night skies in the mirror of your preachers of the night. If you gon' dance, make sure you got the red on. Make sure that your heart beats with the red on. I wanna dance in the middle of the night and see the night skies in the mirror of your eyes. If you gon' dance, make sure you got the red on. Make sure that your heart beats with the red on. The night time is a right time. I wanna dance in the dark and never stop. We gonna light up the night like shooting stars. Whenever you hear the sound, don't be alarmed. Ooh, dancing in the dark. I wanna dance in the dark and never stop. We gonna light up the night like shooting stars. Whenever you hear the sound, don't be alarmed. Ooh, dancing in the dark.
To this day, when I hear that song, I see you standing there on that lawn. Discount shades, store-bought tan, flip-flops and cut-off jeans. Somewhere between that setting sun, I'm on fire, I'm born to run. You looked at me and I was done, but we were just getting started. I was singing to you, you were singing to me. I was so alive, never been more free. Fired up my daddy's lighter and we sang, oh, oh, oh. Stayed there till they forced us out and took the long way to your house. I can still hear the sound of you saying, don't go. When I think about you, I think about 17. I think about my OG. I think about the stars in the sky. Funny how a melody sounds like a memory, like a soundtrack to a July Saturday night. Springsteen. I bumped into you by happenstance. You probably wouldn't even know who I am, but if I whispered your name, I bet it'd still be a spark. From back when I was gasoline and this old tattoo had brand new ink, and we didn't care what your mom would think about your name on my arm. Baby, is it spring or is it summer? The guitar sound or the beat of that drummer you hear sometimes late at night on your radio. Even though you're a million miles away, when you hit born in a USA, you relive those glory days so long ago. When you think about me, do you think about 17? Do you think about my OG? Think about the stars in the sky. Funny how a melody sounds like a memory, like a soundtrack to a July Saturday night. Springsteen. Springsteen. I know they say you can't go home again. I just had to come back one last time. Ma'am, I know you don't know me from Adam, but these handprints on the front steps are mine. Up those stairs in that little back bedroom is where I did my homework and I learned to play guitar. And I bet you didn't know, under that live oak, my favorite dog is buried in the yard. I thought if I could touch this place or feel it, this brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here it's like I'm someone else. I thought that maybe I could find myself. If I could just come in, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory from the house that built me. And Mama cut out pictures of houses for years, from Better Homes and Garden Magazine. Plans were drawn and concrete poured and nail by nail and board by board. Daddy gave life to Mama's dream. I thought if I could touch this place or feel it, this brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here it's like I'm someone else. I thought that maybe I could find myself. If I could just come in, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory from the house that built me. Well, you leave home and you move on and you do the best you can. I got lost in this world and forgot who I am. I thought if I could touch this place or feel it, this brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here it's like I'm someone else. I thought that maybe I could find myself. If I could walk around, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory from the house that built me.
I would like to thank everyone for attending the 96th Montana FFA State Convention. Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should properly be transacted?
Mr. President, advisors, please pick up your exit packets at the registration tables in the arena foyer. American degree plaques and scrapbooks and chapter secretary and treasurer books are there as well. Again, advisors, please pick up your packets when you exit the building. Be sure to remove any chapter displays if you haven't already. Everyone, please download your final copy of the legend as you leave. Lost and found items will be held at the association office. As we leave, please pick up all trash around you. As a reminder, chapters and advisors, please pick up your day of service meal kits located behind the stage. New and retired officers, parents, and advisors are invited to the lunch at the Paddock Club for an orientation meeting immediately following this session. If you are an advisor to a newly elected state officer, please ask your chapter members to help disassemble the stage area. The association would like to congratulate all members on their accomplishments and wish everyone a safe trip home.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should come before the session at this time? We are about to adjourn this, the 96th Annual Montana FFA State Convention. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow FFA members and guests, please join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now declare this, the 96th Annual Montana FFA State Convention adjourned.
Wrong answers only. Why are you an FFA?
Eat food.
Yeah.
Eat food.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mine's definitely learn how to swim.
What are the first 3 things you would grab in a zombie apocalypse?
First 3 things I would grab in a zombie apocalypse. Probably my uncle, because he knows everything there is to know about survival. And then probably my water bottle. And I would grab a blanket and pillow.
Good answer. What Christmas ornament would you be?
Oh boy, if I were a Christmas ornament, I could see myself being just this bright, sparkly elf.
My jacket jerky from freshman year.
How old are you now?
I'm a senior.
That has been in there for 4 years.
Yeah,
I'm never
gonna eat it.
If you were a kind of potato, what kind of potato would you be?
French fries.
A loaded potato.
Please remember
Karsten,
to advisors, please remember to pick up your exit packets at the registration table. Advisors, please remember to pick up your packets, exit packets, and your books, treasurer, secretary, scrapbooks, American degree plaques, whatever's left over there. Please pick those up at the registration table. That way we don't have to haul them back to Bozeman. Thank you.
Jacket jerky from freshman year.
What exotic animal would you show?
A lion.
One other reminder, if you are the parent of a new state officer as well as their advisor, along with the parents and advisor of the retired state officers, we're going to have a luncheon at 1 o'clock in the Paddock Club, so please join us.
I would show a unicorn.
Addison, if you were to create a brand new FFA contest, be anything, what would you pick?
Judging unicorns.
What is your guys' favorite dance move?
Who am I here with?
The Logan Waldowski. Conrad.
Okay. And if you had to give a speech, but you could only meow, how would it go?
Do you want me to meow like right now?
Meow, 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 meow. There's a lot of meows.
Who are we here with?
Mr. Long.
Where are you from?
Fergus.
Okay. And if a goat became the president of your FFA chapter, what would happen?
It would be Alex's goat. He would love it.
Love it so much. How many FFA jackets do you think it would take to win tug of war with a tractor?
1,327.
What does a blue jacket mean to you?
It means like a sense of pride. It's really helped me build who I am and build my character over the years. And so just wearing it and being respectful in it and having that pride is a really big thing to me.
Who are we here with?
Lily Holst. I'm from Kansas State Officer.
Awesome. What does a blue jacket mean to you?
Oh, the blue jacket means a lot to me. One really big important thing for me is anytime I zip it up, I feel confident. It brings me confidence. So no matter what I'm doing, I know that I can do it because I have my blue jacket on. I'm confident.
What does a blue jacket mean to you?
Oh gosh, that's a loaded question. I think at the core of it, it really means community. For me, I really found community in FFA, and I think that's something that a lot of people find. I think a really cool part about it is like you don't have to come from an ag background, and you don't have to be like the standard person to fit in this community. And I think that's the best part about the jacket.
What is your FFA toxic trait?
I drink way too much Dr. Pepper during FFA stuff.
What is the best gas station combo?
Chocolate milk, salt and vinegar kettle cooked chips, and
jacket jerky from freshman year.
Can I have your attention, please? Lost and Found is here at the tech booth. We have a few items that were lost, and one of them is a set of car keys to an 04 Ram 2500. We also have a wallet back here from a member of the Beaverhead FFA chapter. Please come to the tech booth if these are your items.